is ripping.
My tummy hurts.
Green good, red bad.
Good evening, guys. It's Brett with Off the Chart Trading. It's Wednesday, May 4th, about 9 o'clock at night. Had a great day in the markets here. FOMC stuff going on today. Expecting some fireworks, and at 2:30 we got a huge move in the indices. What I want to go over, I got everybody asking me in the group too, in the chat room, and messaging me left and right about this setup. I go over it every day, so I don't. Some people I guess don't listen, but we go over it every day. The way I trade these start leg programs, it's just all it is old support and resistance areas, right? If I go to today's chart and I look at today's chart, I had all these drawn already. Okay, I had all these lines drawn for days and days and days. These are just old levels. All this is an old level up here. Okay, for the SPY, the S&PY. SPY is just an old level here where we broke down, we came back, tested, failed, bounced, we failed here, just resistance became support sometimes, and then sometimes support became resistance. So here was resistance, nice failure, and then resistance again. We hit that target. We're looking at this target. Hopefully tomorrow we gap over this. I'm not long or short bias. I like to short better myself personally, but I see a gap in the profile. I'm a volume profile trader. That's what these purple lines are on the side. I like to trade volume profile. I see a gap in the profile. Today, when we had that run up, we had a real thin profile here. So when there's a thin profile, there's not much, like you see this run here, there was not much in the way of this thing running. We went here from 421 all the way to 429, pretty easy. Again, today we went like 414 and bounced all the way to 429. So, when the profile's thin, there's not much resistance up here, okay? But, when you scroll out, you paint a different story. If you're going to look at it like this is a daily chart. This line is coming back all the way to here. All this is an old area of resistance, again, resistance today. So I'd like to see a gap up tomorrow and maybe run up into here, into this range, back up into this profile here. You'll be getting, some headwinds here, some resistance here. So this is my next resistance, and this is just a cluster of 10 days of resistance here. That's all it is. We are under the 200, we are under the 50, we are under the 21. So, this thing could still get beat up and dump. If it's going down, I'm going to be shorting. If it's going long, I'm going to be chasing it long. So, I'm not biased either way. Being a day trader, I don't care what the market does. I don't care if it rips down or rips up or goes sideways. I'm looking for those levels of my breakouts to take positions long and short. So, if you guys want to follow us, follow us off thecharttrading.com. If you want to message me on Facebook, get in the group Off the Chart Trading, just message me and I'll get you in there and get you going in the right direction. But these levels work. They've worked every day in the last, every day. Day in, day out, you always get a day or two losers here and there, but most days we've been doing pretty decent in here. And I've been nailing these levels the last few days, every single day. Today, what you're looking at on this 5-minute chart is your profile cluster here. If I just click today, I go to a 10-minute. What I'm looking at is your zero line right here on your momentum. Your zero line right here on your momentum came through at noon, okay? You never came back through below zero. You never came back below zero. If you take the trades that we're trading here and I give you these levels, all this is a test, a test, a test, a test, and a breakout. If you waited patiently just for this breakout here, you would have got in here at 419, okay? If you waited patiently just for this breakout and just for this, the way we trade this crossover system, this system I've come up with over the years of trading, you could have caught this whole run, okay? Based on the rules that we trade, you could have caught this whole run. trading here with no wicks, no wicks, no wicks, no wicks, all the way up, right? All this is, all that is consolidation. This is consolidation, a little bit of a broadening formation, and a breakout. So if you're conservative and you wait for these setups, you can catch nice moves. The 419s today, what I was looking at on the SPY, let me back up 1 second here. What I was looking at, somebody came in on the SPY, okay, and they bought up 3 million here. They came in and bought 840,000. They came in and bought 3 million here, and at 220, 230, it looks like 235, they bought 1.9 million. Okay, so they came in here and bought this stuff up on this dip. They bought this up. Okay, right here they bought this up. Here they bought this up. So somebody knew something, which direction this market was going to go. If you were trading and you were looking at the options chains, look at all the buying back here at noon, 12:30. Thousands of contracts, okay? So this kind of gave us the heads up of which way it was going to go. There's a lot more buying than selling there. A lot more buying. These people are in here buying 500, 1,000 at a time, a couple thousand, 3,000, 2,000. This one was pretty heavy. This one was 219,000. They did sell 8,000 here in the morning, but they came back and bought them up. They were buying them up. If you're looking at these chains, here's another one, 230, 2,000 contracts, 56 cents. Goes all the way to 850. This one here, more buying. You gotta know that somebody knew something here. You know, you got 1,500 contracts here. If you go to the put side, it's 90%, 95% selling. It looks like. This was buying here. You just scroll through this options chain and look. Here's 2,000. Here's 2,500. Here's some selling into this first spike here, from 50 cents on up to $1.60, $1.80. You get some selling there, but most of these strikes that were being bought, there was a lot of buying before this move happened down here around in the money and at the money. Okay, just be aware of what you're looking at. And then if you're trading this style, like I said, the other thing was at 230, our low ticks, our low a day tick, what looks like about 1164, which is really nothing compared to the last few days. We're getting 12, 13, 14, 1600. Our low a day ticks, we were hovering around anywhere from negative 700 to plus 1700. So we had some really good ticks today, 1700 here with those pushes. We really didn't sell off that much and didn't have that low a day tick that we're looking for, 16, 1700. They really didn't sell it off that hard. I mean, we did have a nice dip here. You know, we had a nice dip on right here. We had a nice dip here. We went from 19 all the way to 14, and then we just ripped, right? What tells you that's going to rip? Use this crossover system that I use. Use these lines and trade the breakouts over support and resistance areas. Be patient. Trading's easy, but it's also about being patient. Trading is easy. It's easy to push a buy and sell button, but it's hard waiting. The hardest part is waiting and having proper risk management. So if you want to follow us, just come in and I'll go over this with you. We do a lot of teaching. We help a lot of people get going. You know, we're in here every day, all day. Nick, myself, and Ed, and there's several people in the group that like to help people. So I just want you to see these levels and see what's possible. You know, like I said, a $10 move here. These options, these 418s, these 419s, look where they were, $1 to $10. You know, out of the monies, the 420s, they went from 55 cents to 9.50. These ones went 50 cents to 8.50. These ones were about 50 cents to 7.50. These ones went about 45 cents to 6.50. Good money to be made here. Q's did the same thing. Q's had the same setup. Everything, I have 97% of my 2,000 stocks were green. So anything you buy, you know, when the market's raging like that and has such a bull move like that, when the market does that, and you see a move like that, I mean, it did finish up 11.79 on the day, but the range was from 413.70 to 429. So you had a huge range today, right? I mean, look at these ranges lately. $17, $16 move, $17 move, $16 move, $17 move. You know, these ranges are insane. Day trader's paradise. That's what I call it. You know, but the lottery days are the days when there's, on expiration days, when there's no premium really involved. When you're paying 30, 40 cents for something that's moving 10, 12 bucks, those are lotto trades. Lotto trades are not next day expiration, they're same day expiration. So you can catch these moves. The other thing it was telling us, this is Google here. It hit my target. Google hit my target today. This was an old target here, 2430 area. But the intraday chart, this momentum indicator, how I have it set up, is perfect telltale as well. Through the zero line and through your crossover system that I got set up that I'll go over with you guys. We came down here, we tested, bounced pretty hard. You know, 2360 to 2447 here. So these levels, if you just come in here and learn how to trade and learn how to watch this stuff, you can pick it out after a while, getting used to seeing these levels. Here's Amazon. Amazon didn't do too much. I didn't like Amazon today. Tesla I liked better. Google I liked better. Booking was up $226. Most people don't trade that. It's a little too expensive. Shopify is up 12. It wasn't a real big high flyer today. AVGO $21. But what I like is this setup here. You got contraction. You know, you got this consolidation, and then you get a break. So these are the type of trades that I'm talking about. If you're patient and you watch these setups and you trade these setups here, like this went 585 to 603. You catch that move, those are nice moves. You don't want to get something that's trending up all day and then buy at the high and then it rolls over on you. You know, you want to trade these breakouts right here with the way we have this set up with the moving averages, the volume profile, and your box you draw on your levels. That's all it is. You come back here, look, consolidation 2 days, May 3rd, 4th, tomorrow's the 5th. We'll see what happens. So, you know, consolidation, breakout. You know, just look at these levels. Learn how to read this stuff. You get a nice trend break here, a 2-day trend break, 3-day trend break, and you move up. You can take this trade, consolidate. You're already out of the trade. Maybe you got a longer term call. You swing it, or just wait for the breakout over the volume point of control. Volume profile. You see how thin it gets? Look how it runs. This stuff's easy to learn. AMD had a nice day. He had an earnings yesterday. It was up huge after. It was up $7 or $8 after it faded all day, and then it started running with the indices. 230 it took off with everything else. 93 to 99. It was all right. I mean, you could see that it came through the zero line. It stayed over the zero line all day on momentum, but this wasn't as clean as I would have liked to see it. But like I said, everything, throw a dart, 230, everything ran. NVIDIA, Microsoft came through the zero line prior. Right here, came back, tested, pretty much the same pattern everything else had. NVIDIA, nice clean setup. NVIDIA, same thing. Consolidation for about an hour and a half, and then you break with the indices. Like I said, you could have threw a dart and hit anything, ran. I mean, here's one of my watch lists right here. Everything's up 25, 16, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 7. I mean, anything you're looking at pretty much ran with the market. So always keep an eye on the indices to gauge your entries and exits. You don't want to. You could buy the dip on stuff, but if you're short-term bias trading long, if your bias is long for the day, make sure you're watching the SPYs, the Qs, the IWM, the Dow. Watch your spiders for that sector and see what's going on. So I just want to make you guys aware of that stuff. Like seeing people make money. CMG now down $13. CMG down $13 on the day. Interesting trade. Zscaler. Zscaler was alright too, only up 366. But Tesla was the main one we were watching this morning. I liked Tesla this morning. I liked Google. You know, so Google, like I said, $91 day here. Tesla finished up 38.75. But and then the SPY obviously. But anyway, you guys have a good night. I'm just checking in and just wanted to show you guys some of that stuff. Again, hit us up, Off the Chart Trading on Facebook or offthecharttrading.com. Just reach out. All right, peace.